If you have been following the Bibb County, Alabama Animal Control Facility situation, well, things they are a-changin'. If this is your first time visiting, welcome to Kate Bonnie Country. You can call me Kate. If you've been here before, thanks for stopping by. Come on in, have a seat. We've got a lot to discuss. If you are visiting from another platform, such as Facebook, please take the time to log into YouTube and like this video and leave a comment. I ask you to do this because views count. Coming from another platform, your view counts. But YouTube factors in likes, comments, and shares from the platform itself, from within YouTube, to decide whether a video should get pushed to a larger audience. So this issue is important. Please take the time to log into YouTube, like the video, leave a comment, and share it from within YouTube. And now you will notice that I'm not making you look at my talking head today. In the background, we are seeing videos of dogs that I groomed in the past in order to help them find new homes, or at least a temporary rescue to accept them. And that kind of brings us to the facility itself. Traditionally, people have called this the Animal Control Facility, or they may even call it the Bibb Shelter. But those are not accurate descriptions. Officially, this facility is named the Bibb County Rabies Impoundment Facility. It exists for the purpose of collecting animals that roam at large and controlling the spread of rabies. It is a certified euthanization facility. This, I know, is going to enrage a lot of people, even healthy animals. If they are there too long and the facility is overcrowded, healthy animals will be euthanized. It is a sad fact, but a fact nonetheless. That said, while rescuing animals is not part of the facility's mission, it is part of the mission of a lot of people within the county. We don't like to see animals put down. It's heartbreaking. But we also can't have them running at large, breeding uncontrollably, carrying diseases, and let's face it, a lot of the animals that come in are severely emaciated. They are starving to death. And that is suffering. That is a terrible way to die. If you're not familiar with how we got to this point, I made another video and it is 40 minutes long. It explains in detail how we got to today. If you haven't watched it, I'm also putting the link above in the right-hand corner. You can pause this video, go watch it, come back and finish this one later, because you are going to want this updated information. That previous video followed the February 9th County Commission meeting. There was another County Commission meeting on February 23rd. I was not able to attend due to my work obligations. At that meeting, the County Commission approved a new set of rules. Now, the county manager, Mr. Davis, had 2 weeks to collect information from other similar facilities, see what they did, and put together something that works for now. And this is on top of all of the other duties he has with the county. He could not devote 2 weeks, 80 hours to just this one issue. The man has a lot of work to do. And I appreciate that he was able to invest the time that he did into improving the conditions for the animals. But when the new rules came out, some of the phrasing was vague and open to misinterpretation. The rules lacked clarity. These rules are not the final draft. They will evolve over time. They will be improved over time. This is a work in progress. That lack of clarity just caused rumors to start spreading and misinterpretations. For example, there was one instance where a lady passed away, and she was the caretaker for a feral colony of cats. Well, her family wants to sell the house, but there's a feral colony of cats living in the woods, and the realtor called to report that these cats needed to be picked up. Animal control responded and set traps and captured some, but not all, of the cats. They're going to have to make several trips. But they went out there and they captured some of the cats. They brought them back to the facility. Next thing you know, somebody starts running their mouth. I don't know who. But the rumor gets started that 30 cats were captured. They were all hauled back to the facility and immediately euthanized. And that was not true. Those animals were at the facility in the cages. They were alive. They were being fed. But because of this rumor, one of the cat rescues that the county has worked with in the past became very angry. The lady who runs it was told that 30 cats were captured and immediately put down. She was angry that she was not called to come get them. Under the new rules, only 501c3 charities can provide rescue. She had not put in her application as a 501c3. So there was a big bunch of misunderstanding there. I would like to thank Commissioner Corbell. As soon as he was made aware, he handled that issue. He spoke with the lady. She submitted her application. He approved it, and the very next day, she was able to pick up those cats. As a matter of fact, today is March the 6th. Between March 3rd, 4th, and 5th, over 3 days, 30 animals were rescued from that facility, mostly cats and puppies. But still, 30 animals were rescued, while the general public is out here screaming that all of the animals are being put down. That simply was not true. Yes, there have been massive intakes during the last 10 days. One of the cities within the county has called for pickup. They are cleaning up their streets. They are calling to have packs of dogs removed. Every single dog they see roaming around is getting picked up. Some of them are strays that have been roaming in packs. Some of them are escaped pets. But that has pushed the facility to capacity. Aggressive, emaciated, and sick animals will be euthanized. And unfortunately, as they fill to capacity and need more room, healthy animals will be euthanized. It is a sad fact. It is a fact nonetheless. But it doesn't mean that the Commission doesn't care. It simply means we cannot save them all. The next County Commission meeting is on March 9th at 5 p.m. I have asked to be placed on the agenda so that I can speak on the formation of a community-based 501c3 to assist with the rescue of these animals. I will get into that towards the end of this video. I've also been told that some members of the community intend to protest outside of the County Commission meeting. That is their First Amendment right, and I absolutely support their right to do that. Exercise your First Amendment rights. I just want anybody who attends that protest to have the most up-to-date and accurate information they can. As a matter of fact, I have been trying to record this video for the last 4 days, but every time I think I've got it right, something else has developed. Something has changed. And most of those changes have been for the better. So, let's get into these rules. The number one rule that pretty much everybody in the public that I have spoken with has a problem with, they have instituted the rule that no photographs or videos may be made on the premises. Now, there's case law that says that's a violation of the First Amendment because it's a public facility and members of the public have the right to record and take pictures in any area that is public access. There's that argument. And yes, I intend to make that argument at the meeting. But even if we set that First Amendment argument aside, this rule appears to fly in the face of what the public asked for. We asked for transparency and more public involvement, and instead it looks like the commission is trying to hide something. That's the optics of it, how it looks like from the outside. It is a public relations nightmare for the commission. While most similar facilities do limit where photos and videos can be recorded, those are usually in restricted areas that are not open to the public. Most facilities do not have the animal housing and containment areas open to the public. Those are restricted areas. The issue comes that at this facility currently, every single enclosure, outside and inside, are in plain view of the public. So I believe the intention of this rule is to align with the facilities that have animal containment behind as part of a restricted area and not allowing video or photography there. But when it applies to this facility specifically, it appears to be, it looks like you're hiding something. It looks bad. And sometimes the appearance of impropriety can be more damaging than actual impropriety. It provides fuel for the rumor mill. So yes, when I attend at the meeting, I intend to present a logical argument to either have the rule outright repealed or at the very least modified. The next major change came in the manner that people can volunteer. In the past, things have been very informal. If you went up there during public hours and you wanted to walk dogs or you wanted to help clean cages, they kind of let you. These new rules formalize the process. Volunteers must complete an application. Volunteers must agree to abide by certain rules. Volunteers must complete a training course. This is a good thing overall. Part of the application process is agreeing that the commission can do a background check on you. That is a good thing. Now, a criminal history is not going to necessarily mean that someone cannot volunteer. Lots of people who need to complete community service hours after a criminal conviction volunteer at animal facilities. But we absolutely do not want someone that has been convicted of abuse, neglect, cruelty, any crime against an animal volunteering at the facility. But of course, the public rumor mill decided that that is yet another way the commission is trying to keep people out. No, they're just trying to keep the wrong people out. And there is one rule that volunteers must agree to that some people are concerned about. There is a rule that says volunteers will not publicly criticize the staff. That means you're not going to go on Facebook and badmouth the animal control officer or the county commission or anyone like that. It means that if a volunteer has a concern, if they see something they believe is unethical or cruel, a dangerous or unhealthy condition, there is a proper chain of command to take it through. Rather than screaming out loud to the public and feeding the rumor mill, you're going to take that concern to your supervisor. And if your supervisor is the person you're concerned about, you're going to contact the county manager. Follow proper channels to report issues rather than just running to social media and fueling the rumor mill. Okay, before we get into the last major change, I need to handle one other piece of business. This will be the last time that I cover the facility and the progress and changes at the facility on this channel. This is my I want to make videos because I feel like making videos completely random channel. My other channel, Kate's Country Critters, you find it at youtube.com/@ Kate's Country Critters 24. That link is in the description below too, because that channel was created specifically to help these animals. So this content, the updates on this situation, are more appropriate and more suited to that channel. And this is the point in time where my content creator facade crumbles. Y'all know my name is not Kate Bonnie. That is my content creator name. That is my online persona. That is not my legal government name. However, I'm going on record. If you really want to know, you'll be able to find out. I am opening myself up to doxing by doing this, and I am willing to do that because the animals matter. Because this matters enough that I am willing to put myself at risk of doxing. So, the new rule is that only 501c3 charitable animal rescue organizations will be allowed to rescue animals from the facility. Miss Blanche has been rescuing animals for 14 years as a private citizen. She has put her heart, her soul, her mind, her energy, her money into helping these animals. And she has a wonderful group of donors that give her money so she can go buy vaccinations for the puppies. And she raises money to pay for transportation to rescues, sometimes in state, sometimes out of state. She has assisted in rescuing dogs that have gone to Illinois, Wisconsin, Florida, Texas, and she's done this for 14 years. She does not have a 501c3 status. So naturally, everyone in the community, and even Miss Blanche at first, believed wholeheartedly that the commission was trying to push her out and make it impossible for the local community to help. But that was an emotional reaction. Once she received clarification, the county commission grandfather claused her. They recognize her as a de facto rescue. She's been doing it for 14 years. She knows all of the rescue organizations. She's saved over 1,000 lives. They want to work with her. So she is grandfather claused. She can continue to do the work that she has always done. But Miss Blanche won't be able to do it forever. So we are organizing Bibb County Animal Support because animals need our help, because we care. Miss Blanche and myself are sitting on the board of directors, along with another individual that really doesn't want to be in the limelight. Miss Blanche is the director of Animal Services. She coordinates with rescues and fosters. I am the director of Record Keeping and Finances. I am the Chief Financial Officer, and I expect every single one of you to hold me accountable. And if you ever suspect that I am doing something funny with the money, if I am behaving unethically, I absolutely want you to contact CoffeeZilla. That man don't play. If you think I am doing something illegal, nefarious, unethical, sick CoffeeZilla on me. Please, if you think I'm doing something wrong, call CoffeeZilla. Now, in order to organize as a 501c3 charity, there are certain expenses. There are filing fees. There may be some legal fees. There are filing fees, potentially some other legal expenses and fees. We have to purchase liability insurance. Those who handle the money, which would be me and Miss Blanche, because she will have access to the account, she's going to need to purchase vaccinations for the puppies and test them for parvo. There are going to be expenses that she needs a debit card for. So both me and Miss Blanche need to be bonded. There's also existing vet bills that need to be paid, and we want to have money on hand so that we can pay future vet bills and expenses out of pocket rather than carrying a balance. And with this being a 501c3 charity, once it is established, donations will be tax deductible. So we want to be able to pay for needs up front and then ask for donations to replenish that buffer zone. In order for Bibb County Animal Support to be successful, we need two things. Number one, we need local individuals who are willing to volunteer to be temporary foster homes to place these animals in to get them out of the facility until a more permanent rescue arrangement can be made. And one day, yes, we hope to have enough funds to build our own facility, but that is years down the road. For the wider audience, we need financial support. We have a lot of things we need to pay for. Ultimately, our goal is to raise $5,000, and that will help pay for the filing fees, legal fees, liability insurance, bonds, existing vet bills, future vet bills, and a little bit of a buffer for unexpected expenses. We have a GoFundMe. You probably see the link right here. It's in the description below. If you can donate, please donate. If you can't donate, I understand. Share that link, share that site with your friends who maybe can. GoFundMe will break it up into smaller increments as each individual goal is met, but the ultimate goal is $5,000. I don't make these videos for fame and fortune. I'm not monetized. I don't have sponsors. I make these videos because I just love doing it. I help these animals because I love doing that. And I hope you want to help these animals as much as I do. Things are looking better. Things are improving. But we've got a long way to go. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I hope you enjoyed the videos of the previous grooms I've done. Y'all are the best viewers ever. Thanks for stopping by. Come back and see me anytime.